How's it going, everybody? Chase here. Today I'll be showing off my entire Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and Evolution, a couple of movies, stuff like that. But starting off with the first Dragon Ball Z figure I ever bought, and that is Vegito, Super Saiyan Vegito to be precise. This figure was something I found at Goodwill almost 10 years before I actually got into playing Dragon Ball or watching it or being a fan. But I lost his original base, but this came in a 4-pack with Majin Vegeta, Super Buu, Super Saiyan Gohan, and Vegito. But I'm going to show off the face real quick. Come on. It's a very nice figure. Now mine has a little bit of scuffs because I used to play with these all the time when I was younger. But that's Super Saiyan Vegito. I just wanted to share him real quick. Up next is Majin Vegeta. Once again, very high quality figure. And the ironic part was I didn't know a thing about Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball in general back when I bought these action figures. So I didn't know who was who. I didn't know who was Goku or Vegeta or anything like that. But in 2015, I got into Dragon Ball Z. It all started with someone at my school showing me a clip, and I went home that day and went on YouTube and looked it up, and I was hooked. I started watching the show on, well, Adult Swim used to do the Toonami block. But up next we have the Dragon Ball FighterZ Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku. This was a pre-order bonus. If you pre-ordered the game at GameStop, you got it. I didn't pre-order the game. I actually bought this off of eBay a while back just because I love the statue. It's a pretty cool looking piece. Very metallic blue, but it's cool. It's got the kanji. But that is the first Goku, and you're going to be seeing a lot of Gokus, because Goku is my favorite fictional character of all time. Up next is the Banpresto Super Saiyan Goku. I don't remember the exact series. I think this was like High Grade Colors or something. It was something along those lines. Series that came out back in 2007. It's kind of dusty. I haven't really dusted these guys in a while. But I always loved the hair because it starts off kind of orange up front and then it fades to a white. And that is really cool. I've had him about 2 years now. Up next, we have this little doodad, Majin Vegeta. It's more of a chibi, or chibi, however you say it. I just remember I found this at Dollar Tree a couple of years ago, and it's pretty cool. Up next is the Shoto Neo Super Saiyan Broly Wave 1. Now, Shoto Neo was a figure series that came out back in 2015. They were the first Dragon Ball Z figures I ever truly bought after I knew the series and all that and got familiar with the characters. And I originally got Goku first, Super Saiyan Goku, and that was my first Dragon Ball Z figure, and I took that thing with me everywhere. Literally. But Broly came later that year. That I got him, I think, in October of 2015. And I just know that I made those two fight so much. I had so much fun playing with these guys when I was younger. Once again, taking a look at the face. There we go. Looks pretty good for a really small figure. Guys, little gems, stuff like that. And these guys were loaded with articulation. I mean, you could get them into some crazy poses. But that is Super Saiyan Broly from Shoto Neo. Up next, my first Dragon Ball Z figure I ever got, aside from Vegito, but that was back when I didn't know a thing about the series. But this Goku I took with me everywhere. This was my favorite action figure out of my entire collection. I loved this thing. I loved the yellow, because it's not orange, it's more of a bright yellow and light blue kind of color. Really cool. It's got articulation in the knees and in the hips. Like I said before, these things were loaded with articulation. Up next is the Dragon Ball Evolve Wave 2 Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, I know that the original version of this guy comes with the closed fist, but I ended up swapping out the hands, putting the fisted hands onto the Super Saiyan Blue Goku. But this one just looks really good too. I'm not a big fan of Ultra Instinct, mainly because I was kind of hoping they were gonna go Super Saiyan Blue 3 or something, but they never did. But still a cool form nonetheless. Pretty cool. Up next is the Shoto Neo Super Buu. Now, I remember I wanted this thing for two reasons. Number one is I wanted to put him with my SH Figuarts figures, because he is the exact size as Kid Buu should be. And it kind of looks like Kid Buu. I mean, really does. These things were just loaded with articulation. They're so cool. I wish they would bring back the Shoto Neo line. They discontinued them back in, I think, 2018. So that is Super Buu. Up next is another Super Buu. This is that one that came in the set with Vegito and Majin Vegeta and Gohan. Cool figure. Kind of bland, paint's coming off, but kind of knew they were worth something, so I went ahead and bought them that time. Up next is Gohan from that set. Pretty cool. Up next is a really old figure. This is the Irwin Super Saiyan Goten. If I remember correctly, this came out back in 1997, I think. It's a really old figure. But he goes really well with Super Saiyan Goku. I will put him aside real quick. And when I get around to Goku and Gohan, I'll show that off. Up next is the Dragon Stars Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, I ended up taking the head off of the original body and putting it on the Super Saiyan Gohan Dragon Stars body because I thought it looked a lot better. It's a cool figure. It can stand on its own. It's not as top heavy as the SH Figure Arts version is. But double jointed elbows, crappy knee I mean, not crappy, good knee articulation, but god awful hip articulation. It's just kind of lousy. I always thought it looked a lot better with the darker orange. That's just my opinion, though. Up next is the Dragon Stars Series 1. Oops. Super Saiyan. I mean, not Super Saiyan. Dragon Stars Series 1, or Series 2, I think, or Wave 2. Son Goku. Pretty cool. This was my first base form Goku I ever owned. I was really wanting to get the SH Figure Arts one back in the day, but missed the timing. It's got some good articulation and a lot of shading. Like just about every single divot or groove in his pants has shading in it. It's a really nice figure. But up next, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Dragon Stars, the 2020 remake, or 2019 remake. This dude is awesome. For one, they fixed the ugly face on the original Super Saiyan Super Saiyan Vegeta. And this just looks a lot better. It's got much better articulation than the original did. Just looks more like Super Saiyan Vegeta. It's got the much more yellow hair instead of mustard seed yellow like the original had. Still pretty cool. Up next is Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku. I do not remember the name of the series that this came from, but I just know that this was the only Super Saiyan 4 Goku figure I had for a long time. Looks like Goku. And it's about the same size as these guys. I mean, that's why I bought it, was it was in scale with the Shoto line. But that's Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Up next, the Funko Pop first appearance Super Saiyan Goku. I have a lot of Super Saiyan Goku figures and merchandise. I mean, that was my favorite form of all time. What I love about this Funko Pop is you put a light behind it, this part lights up a bright yellow, and it looks like he's powering up. But this was back when he fought Frieza, which was my favorite fight out of the entire series. Still to this day is. That was such a cool fight. Speaking of Frieza, the Dragon Stars Final Form Frieza from Wave 3, I believe, or Wave 2. I don't really remember, it's been a while. Looks just like Frieza. It's got good articulation. Lots of shading, like just about all the creases in his muscles. There's like a grayish blue shading to it. Really cool. Up next, the legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Now this dude is so big that I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get him on screen all the way. But there he is standing up. He's got really green hair. Looks really good. Giant muscles. Giant arms. Massive thighs, massive legs. And he's got Ba's ear as the skirt. That is Broly. Up next, one of my favorite villains of all time, actually my favorite villain of all time, Perfect Cell. This is the Dragon Star series Perfect Cell. And this thing is awesome. It looks far better than the SH Figuarts version. It's actually the right color. It's green. Not dark green, not lime green. Just green. With the purple. He's got a little bit of articulation in the wings. This is how I have him posed on my shelf, as with his arms crossed, because I always thought that was pretty cool. Very menacing. Up next is the Dragon Stars series Walgreens exclusive Super Saiyan Gogeta from the Broly movie. I still don't understand why they gave his skin so much shading. I mean, he is tan. Like, he's got a lot of red shading. His hair is kind of that mustard seed look I was talking about before. It's not a bad look. I mean, it definitely pops on the shelf. It's got gray pants instead of the white ones. And the shoes, the belt. And there's his face. And he's got his little yellow fusion vest. Up next, the Shoto Neo Gotenks. Super Saiyan Gotenks. This dude is tiny. Like, I can... maybe the size of my fingers. Let me show you what I mean. This is that Goku I was showing off before. He is tiny. But he's got a lot of articulation. He's got a good head sculpt. He's got the logo on the bag from the manufacturer. He's got a little fusion outfit. Pretty cool. Up next is the Dragon Star series Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now, this dude is good and bad at the same time. For starters, I don't know why they made his crotch so freaking big. But it's got that bright orange hair that Gogeta's notorious for having. Well, I mean, not notorious. I mean, it's usually like an auburn color. But it still looks really good. He's got his fusion pants. He's got his little tail. The hair has a little bit of articulation in it, but it's not a lot. Still pretty cool, though. Showing off the head. Really cool. There's a lot of stuff that I gotta get through, so that's why I'm going so fast. And this video is already almost 20 minutes long, just with what I've shown off. Up next is the 2020 or 2019 Super Saiyan Goku from Dragon Stars. This is the remake, or the new version. Once again, solid head sculpt. It's got the kind of yellow, whitish Super Saiyan hair, articulation. I've already done a review on him, so I'm not gonna do too long on this one. Up next is a bootleg. This is a bootleg Super Saiyan Goku. Not much to really say. It's kind of crappy quality. Up next is the Shoto Renewal series Son Goku. I don't know the whole story behind this dude. I mean, this figure is like considered a completely different series than the original Renewal line of Shoto figures. It's kind of weird how they did that, but it's still a pretty cool figure. Once again, really tiny. He's about the size of Gotenks. Up next, Golden Frieza from Shoto Neo. Looks pretty good. Come on, focus. There we go. Looks just like Frieza. It's got articulation in the tail, a little bit in the arms. Feet articulation, knee articulation, and ball jointed hips. Very cool. Up next is the Dragon Ball Evolve Super Saiyan Blue Goku, or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku. I always thought the fist looked a lot better on this guy rather than the open hands. That's why I put the open hands on the Ultra Instinct Goku. Once again, he's got some really bright yellow, orange. Well, this is actually more of an orange. My camera is picking it up as yellow orange, but it's more of a reddish orange kind of. Looks pretty good. There's a head sculpt. Looks pretty good. Up next, the Dragon Stars series Super Saiyan Gohan. Now, this is the Super Saiyan 3 body, but I just thought it looked better with the Super Saiyan hair. There's your head sculpt. Looks pretty good. Up next, the Dragon Star Series Wave 1, or Series 1, Super Saiyan Goku. Now, once again, I've already done a review on this guy on my channel, but it's kind of that stylized, cartoony look, not really Dragon Ball Z as I would call it, but a lot of good articulation. Same exact body as the base form version. Up next, the Shoto Neo Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta. Once again, looks really good. It's more of a statue because he doesn't have a lot of articulation up here, but looks pretty good. Up next is another bootleg. This time, Son Gohan Super Saiyan. Son Gohan with his broken ankle. I remember I bought this guy as a placeholder until I got the Super Saiyan until I got the SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan Gohan. But it's not a bad figure. I'm just having a hard time trying to get back into collecting stuff like this. Up next is the clone Super Saiyan Goku from Dragon Stars. Not a bad figure. got the red eyes instead of the blue eyes. Not really much to say about him. Up next is the Shoto Super Saiyan Vegeta. Pretty cool. Very small, but really cool. Up next is the Shoto Neo Super Saiyan Vegito. I always liked Vegito. He's actually my favorite fusion character. Really good head scan. It's got the little earrings down there. It's got his gloves, stuff like that. Pretty cool. Up next is the Figuart Zero. I've already done a review on this guy as well. But this is Piccolo, Figuart Zero Piccolo. Really cool. Up next, Dragon Ball Evolve, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. There's your head sculpt. Looks kind of good. Hair's kind of awkward, but good articulation. Lots of articulation, actually. Kind of puts the Figuarts one to shame. Up next is Super Saiyan Bardock. This is a Shoto Neo series. Really cool. Everybody loves Bardock. Especially when he goes Super Saiyan. That is one of the coolest designs out of all of Dragon Ball. It's got his red bandana. A lot of articulation. Once again, you can get him into some pretty crazy poses. That is Bardock. Up next is a custom Shoto Neo Super Saiyan 2 Son Goku. Looks pretty good. I always just called this one the Super Saiyan 2 because it looks pretty good. Looks accurate to the show. That is Gohan. I mean, not Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Up next, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito. This is the blue hair version of the other Super Saiyan Goku. I mean, Super Saiyan Vegito. Pretty good head sculpt. Lots of articulation. Nice navy blue kind of color gi with a red undershirt. Up next is the SH Figuarts Kaioken Goku. Now this is actually the most recent figure I got. I actually bought him a couple months ago. And I gotta say, it's pretty good. A little disappointing though, because you can't really get him into his arm all the way out, because it looks awkward like that, but pretty cool. Up next is Super Saiyan Gohan. SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Gohan. The cape is removable, I just don't want to take it off. But this is what I was talking about earlier. Is you can... Okay, hold on. Just gonna have to kind of wing it. But up next is the Super Saiyan Goku. This is my all-time favorite figure out of my entire collection. And that is the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Son Goku. I just always loved the colors on this guy. It's the bright yellow and bright blues. Awesome, awesome hair. And an awesome head sculpt. It looks just like the anime. This is my personal favorite out of my entire collection. But like I said before, he is in perfect scale with the other two that I was telling you about. I can't get them to stand up because they're not going to really stand on their own on here right now because this is kind of soft just a little bit. But they look really good together. They're perfectly scaled. I've always loved that about those guys. But last up, figure-wise, is Super Saiyan Vegeta. SH Figure Art Super Saiyan Vegeta. Once again, a very high quality figure. I forgot to mention this is the premium color version. These other two are first editions. Very nice. Always loved the glossy hair. But once again, he's in scale with Goku very well. Now we get into the DVDs. First up is Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, the uncut version. Really good movie. Probably the best Dragon Ball Z movie ever made. Up next, Dragon Ball Super, the Broly movie. Really cool. Up next, Dragon Ball Z, the Best of Piccolo. Now this tape is extremely rare. I haven't seen any listings online for it. But it's the Best of Piccolo. It's mostly from the Saiyan saga and a couple from the Frieza saga. But up next is the Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. One of my favorite movies of all time. Revenge takes its final form. It's a really good movie. I'd recommend you go and give it a watch. Up next is my digitally remastered collection. This is the collection 1 of Dragon Ball Z. It includes the Dead Zone, the World's Strongest, the Tree of Might, Lord Slug, and Cooler's Revenge. All very cool covers.